Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. In case this is your first time seeing me, my name is Taz Shiko. You're so very much welcome. So on today's video, I'm going to be doing a makeup tutorial, and the makeup tutorial I'm going to use Mwitu makeup products, and I got them from Dubois. And I know I already did a video and I showed you exactly where I got it from and also the prices. So on today's video, I'm going to use that makeup. So without wasting time, let's jump into the video. I know this video will be long, but I assure you, after watching this video, you won't need a million other videos to watch to learn how to do your makeup. So stick around, watch the video till the end and learn with me. So the first thing I'm going to use, which is not Mwitu, is this primer. And this primer, I got it from Super Cosmetics. And the reason I'm going not to use a Mwitu primer is because it's the first product that I want to sit on my face, and I don't want it to be Mwitu because my skin is very sensitive. And actually, before I start off with that primer, I'm going to be using this, and I'm going to shave my hairs around this area. Niliona kwanza niko na ndevu. I never knew unakuanga na ndevu, but niliona niko na ndevu tuna grow. So I want everything to look so beautiful. I'm starting with this pink one. So I'm just going to shave the two ndevus. It's not like niko na ndevu mingi. No. Like niko na tunywele tudogo, but when I apply makeup utatuona. So sitaki niki-apply mtuone. So right now I'm going in with this primer. I had cleaned my face prior to this, so I'm just applying this primer everywhere around my face. For this to act as a base of my makeup. This is the one that I'm going to use. So I'm going to take a brush. I'm going to take this brush, and I'm going to apply this shade. This shade is closest to my skin tone. So I'm going to apply this shade around my brow area. And the reason I'm going to apply this shade around that brow area is because I have oily face, which tends to get very oily, and it gets hard to do your eyebrows with an oily face. So I'm just going to minimize the oils around my brow area here using this powder. This is how I do it. Slightly mbele ya kwenye nywele zangu za brows zimeanza, that's where I place my brow pencil, and then I take it up following the shape of my brows like this. So like that, and then I go to the top part, just the way my brows are. I follow the same. Take a pencil, line it. And just like that, I've lined my brows. So the next thing I'll do is, I prefer doing the other brow before I fill in the brows. So I'm just going to do the other brow just the same way I have done with this side. And then you see, and then I fill in this part, and then for this part like I brush the brows going upward. So I forgot to tell you that, you see, from this side and this one are not on the same line. This is because I don't want the brows to look like a block. You see, like them being on the same level, it will look like a block, so I don't want that. So the same thing I did with this brow is the same thing that I'm going to do with this other brow, which is fill in from the arc going to the tail, and then fill in from this part going this way to the arc again, and then on this part I like brush my brows going upwards. So I've already done that. So the next thing I'm going to do is clean up the brows, and I'm going to use this brush. This is a flat brush, and I'm also going to use a concealer. So the concealer that I'm going to use is this concealer. So if you look at this concealer, it's just a little bit lighter than my skin tone, so I'm going to use this to clean up my brows, and I've never used it, so I'm going to like open the seal. This is the concealer on my brush, and I'm now going to clean up the brow, and I'm going to start with this lower part, and let me show you how I do it. You see, just lightly below where I did my brows, that's where I'm going to place this concealer. And I'm applying it as I drag it down, because it might dry up real quick, and I don't want it to look harsh on me or patchy. So when it dries up, it will be very difficult for me to blend it. So I just take it down so that it doesn't have patches left. So this is what I'm actually doing right now. So this is how the brows are looking so far. And then I'm going to use this foundation. This is NYX's Mwitu foundation. And I'm first going to place it on the back of my palm, and then take the same brush, and then I'm now going to clean up the top part. And the reason I'm going to use this foundation instead of the concealer is because this foundation is a little bit darker, and then this is the same foundation that I'm going to use with my face. So this one will be very easy to blend through the whole face compared to if I was to use a concealer. Because mind you, when I use the concealer down here, I'm also going to apply an eyeshadow. So with the eyeshadow, it also needs a base, which is I normally use a concealer as a base, so that won't have any problems. But when I use the concealer on the top part, it will be a little bit difficult for me to blend. So that's why I'm going to use this foundation. So my brows are ready now. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to prime. And the primer I'm going to use is definitely this concealer. So I'm going to use this as a primer for my eyelids to prep for my eyeshadow. So I'm going to place it there. And then with this brush, I'm applying as I blend, applying as I blend. It's sticky. This concealer is so sticky, so sticky, so sticky, so sticky. So I'm applying as a blend, actually. And I'm using tapping motions because when I do this, it's like I'm rubbing. So I'm just tapping. So you get like I'm dragging the concealer that I took from this place to the other places. So I'm just tapping. And the same thing I'm going to do on the other side. So this is the palette. I'm not sure which shade I'm actually going to use first. You can see it has a lot of shades. Kona shades mob kabisa. You see this shade? Hiyo ndio ya kwanza nitatumia. So na apply hapa juu kabisa. Unaona hapa juu? Unaona huku juu? Huku juu because it's close, it's like a nude shade, and with this concealer unaona iko shiny. So nikiacha hivyo bila kunini haitakaa poa. So na apply hii ndio ikuwe ni kama inapunguza hiyo kushine shine. Unaona? So that's what I'm doing right now. Nafanya hivyo bado kwa the other eye. So I'm going to take this shade here, and it's the one that I'm going to use next. And I'm going to apply it just lightly below where, wow, it's like so different. It doesn't look like it's this shade. And let me tell you the pigmentation, guy, the pigmentation of this eyeshadow, unaona napaka tu kidogo, unaona inaonekana kabisa like it's so pigmented. Wait, this eyeshadow is just so pigmented. I didn't expect this. Like it's super pigmented. So I'm going to apply this shade just the same way, the same thing that I'm doing, and I'm going to do it on the other eye. So I don't love like doing one eye and then going to the next one, because I love using the same brushes because it's easier to blend with one brush, like put everything together in just a good way, a very nice way. So this eyeshadow is the one that I'm using here right now, and then I'm just doing the same on the other eye immediately after this. So you see, it just looks more of red, but here inaka brown kidogo. Let me show you for you to see. Unaona inaka brownish, but when you apply it, it's more of like reddish, maroonish red there. One shade, like it's very dark from the look of things, this one. So I think I'm going to just use the same brush. And then on this outer corner kabisa, just lightly below this other shade, I'm going to apply this now other shade here. And you see, I think now this one is a brown shade. I want to have a smoky eye. So far we have this look. So what I'm going to do next, I wish this palette had a black shade, but it doesn't. So the darkest shade I see here, it's like a black, it's not actually a black, it's a green shade, like this one. It's the darkest that I can see on this palette, and that's what I'm going to use to smoke out the outer corner of this eye, because I want it to be very smoky, because right now it's not that smoky. So with smoking out the eye, I just do it on the outer corner, and then you use the darkest shade. You can use a dark shade, not actually the darkest, you don't have to use the darkest, but you just use a dark shade. this brush. This is the same brush that I used to clean up my brows, and I'm going to use a little bit of concealer, and then I'm going to just apply it around this area here. Let me just throw a cut crease. This gold one here, so I'm going to just place that exactly where I've drawn my cut crease. So let me do that immediately before this one dries, and you see how pigmented that shimmer is. Like, it's super pigmented. I don't need a million applications for this to look this beautiful. I'm just going to use this dark shade that I used, not actually the actual shade, but the brush that I had used it with. Just blend everything together. And yeah, this is what I have so far. So the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to apply this glitter. And since we have the glitter, why not use it? So I'm going to use this glitter. And before I actually get to use the glitter, it might be difficult for me to apply it on top, or to apply the eyeliner on top of the glitter. So I'm just going to first do my eyeliner and then do the glitter next. Let's see how this goes. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Wow. This is so beautiful. Ha! Hey. Any rainbow. Any rainbow. Oh, so you see The bad thing about kuapply hii iharibikie eyeliner ni hapo. Tell me, do you prefer it with the eye look, with the glitter, or without this? Without this is with the glitter. So yeah, this is what I have so far. Let me apply the glitters on the other side. Yeah, so nimeishikia hapa katikati. You can see with this one I find it very easy compared to kuapply na mikono zangu. So what I do is najua napima na macho, najua nataka hii lash ifike ianzie hapa, ama nataka ianzie hapa, ama nataka ianzie hapa. So definitely I wanted to start somewhere here. So I just place it there mahali nataka ikue. Definitely napimanisha na the other eye mahali niliekelea, najua nataka ikue wapi. And then after that naendanga tu nikipress in. Oh, imeingia huku juu. So let me drag it down kidogo. So I go pressing it together to these natural lashes, like to my natural lashes. So this is what I have so far. This is what I have so far. I don't want to clean up I don't have a lot of things to clean up. So I'm going to use this foundation, and I'm going to first place it at the back of my hand. And then after that, I'm going to take this beauty sponge, and I'm just going to apply this foundation. And let's see how this foundation will look on my face. Wow, this foundation has a very good coverage. You see, it has covered my dark spot there. Wow. But I love the coverage. I love the shade. Like, it's so hard. Like when I was using Kitambo, when I was using Dubois makeup, it was so hard for me to like get my shade. Oh, but this one is nice. So next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight, and to highlight I'm first going to use this concealer. With this one, I don't want to leave it for long because I don't know how it will behave. It might be very difficult for me to blend. So I'm just going to highlight and immediately blend everything. Wow, this foundation is like super shiny. So I'm just going to blend in everything. I'm going to use this sponge, the same one I was using. It's blending really nice actually. So the reason we highlight is just to make your face have a structure. So you can make your face look smaller, you can make your face look bigger, depending on how you highlight. I love making my face look smaller, and you'll see that how I'm going to achieve that. So, and then we highlight where the light hits first, and those areas are just exactly where I'm highlighting. If you look at me using this direction, the other direction is just the same place where like the light hits first. Oh, I love how like this highlight is blending really nice onto this makeup. This is what we have so far. So let me now like set everything using this. You can see I'm still so shiny, like I'm so shiny. So I'm just going to set the areas where I had highlighted using this one. This is a bit lighter, but actually I'm not going to use that. Yeah, I'm going to use this one to set. I don't want to look like too light. So let me use this one. To set, and the reason we set is because you see what I've used right now is creams. Nimetumia foundation yenye ni cream, nimetumia concealer yenye ni cream, and then cream will move sana, like sana, and like powders rarely move. So when you set using a powder, it just makes your makeup not move and not transfer. Like nikikuhug with just foundation alone, vile nakaa sahi itastick kwa mwili yako, but if I hug you nikiwa nimeset with the powder, haita stick. Unaget? That's the whole point. Unaget? But not about hugging. It's not about hugging. But I'm just saying, you just don't want like your foundation, your creams to move so much. I feel like my under eye around this area like haikai poa, imecrease kidogo, haikai that good. So you can see like the areas where I have set the highlight using this powder, which I am like, oh my god, this contour palette is just like amazing. Look at how the makeup is like right now looking like. So you see right here where I have not set the foundation because I've not actually contoured, it's still looking not good. It's shiny, very shiny, and me, I don't love looking shiny. I love looking matte. So what I'm going to do is I'm also going to set these areas, and I'm first going to contour and then I can set the rest and you'll see that. So I had like highlighted this area, so also this area I'm like going to set it. And when you do that, you can actually see a guideline on where to contour and where not to contour, because basically I need the whole face to be snatched. This area you don't need a lot of product, because otherwise itakaa vibaya. Like this area you just don't need a lot. Welcome back to my channel. So I thought my camera was actually recording, but it did stop recording. Actually my phone, not my camera. You get it? So my phone stopped recording. I thought it was. So what happened is actually nothing much. It's nothing much that has been left out. So what I did is, like, I contoured like the rest of the place where I had not highlighted. So, and what I used to contour is, you see this darkest shade here, this darkest shade is the one that I used to contour my face. And then I did my lips, and for my lips I used this shade and this shade to create this ombre look. And this shade, actually this lippy doesn't have like a strong scent, bad strong scent, it's just nice. And then I used this one is this one that you see here on the middle. Let me tell you, this one, like, it has a very strong scent, which I'm like, when I use it for a long time, it can make me have a headache. Like, it's too strong for me, but it just looks super cute. Look at those lips, I just love it. So this is the whole look using Mwitu makeup products, and oh my god, I never expected it to look like this. So let me give you a close-up look and see. So what happened is, like, these glitters zinafanya, sijui kama unaweza ona, zina separate kidogo, like ziko na mafuta, so zinafanya separate kidogo, but nikiwa mbali, like, you can't notice, but when I come close with the light, I know you can notice. Siwezi jiona mimi, nawaambia tu, but I know that's happening. So yeah, I like feel like the look is super beautiful. And guys, if you want like a good wig, like a super cute wig at affordable price like the one I have, actually this exact wig is available at Stars Wigs KE. I'll leave the details on somewhere on the screen, yes, and you can call, you can also visit our IG page, and you can get yourself a cute wig like this one. This one is a semi-human wig, and you can tongue it, yes, you can use heat on it, yes, and it's just super cute. And it just goes for 5,000 bob. Just 5,000 bob, not a lot of money. 5,000 bob. And you see, like, it has a huge length, and you can place it like the way I have, or you can do, you see, it's super long, and you can also do it like a mid part. Let me do it like a mid part for you to see. So yeah, there you go. But I love it here. But with this one, I love it like that as a side part, and it's just looking so beautiful. So get yourself a wig, and thank you so much for watching, and until next time, bye. Before I go, tell me which other look you want to see, from my page. Which other tutorial do you want, and I'll do it for you. I don't know why I keep coming closer to the phone. I don't know why I keep coming closer, but anyway, this is just how it's looking. I know it's looking cute. Like, on in person, when I look in the mirror, like, it's super cute, and yeah, not bad. apart from the eyes, the way the glitters are misbehave, but the rest of the look is beautiful. And the scent of the lippy right now imetulia, but I think when you apply it sahiyo ndo inakuwa strong. Sahi hata si feel anything, haina scent yoyote, it's just cool. The foundation doing its best, and you see like, oh my god, the whole look is blending with my skin. Ah my god, so beautiful. Sahi wezi jua ni Mwitu, but after some time unaweza jua kianza kutoka toka. But right now it's just looking cute and I love it. Tell me, do you want to see more Mwitu tutorials ama tuendelee tu na the original ones? Tell me on the comment section and I'll appreciate. So thank you so much for watching this video. I really do appreciate, and until next time guys, bye.